nerds, this is Gaming with Austin, and today we are on episode 50 of season 2 of the Sims 4 series. Here we are. It's time for her to claim the beds. The song I Love Money from Cat Dog. That song is basically every dictator that has ever ruled a country. Every dictator to ever rule the That's one way to mock every dictator. Because dictators are often really greedy. Not just with money. They're not just greedy with money. They are also power hungry. Every dictator in a nutshell. That song is every dictator. That basically represents every dictator's dream. Good way to mock the dictators around the world. Because a lot of dictators want to make a lot of money. It's not just every dictator in a nutshell. It's also every slave owner. That song is the song I Love Money from Cat Dog is basically every dictator. like employment positions portrayed by Cat Dog. The song "I Love Money" would be someone who would the job associated with that would be people who hold absolute power within the country. Those who rule countries with an iron fist. Literally. In Star Wars portrayed by Cat Dog, Cat, when he is super rich, would represent Emperor Palpatine and Supreme Leader Snoke. Because a lot of dictators are born to super wealthy families. Real life portrayed by Cat Dog, that song "I Love Money" would basically represent every dictator who's ruled over the history of the human race. People who rule with an... That song, "I Love Money," would represent people who rule entire countries with an iron fist. Because dictators make a shit ton of money. Literally. They literally make shit tons of money. A lot of dictators are sitting on piles of cash at their personal residence, at their private residence. They're sleeping on... Yes, even dictators, even absolute rulers are sleeping on big piles of cash. Whilst the whole population starves to death. Whilst entire populations starve to death. Whilst entire populations starve to death. That basically... Like in that song, I Love Money, that song represents every dictator. Almost every person who has ruled a country with an iron fist. No, I'm not talking about like people like Jeff Bezos. I'm talking about like absolute rulers who held absolute power. Like, because you know, dictators make piles of cash every fucking day. Because, you know, dictators are known to make a shit ton of money. Why are some people greedy with food? That is because some of the population has a greater need for food. If there was a zombie apocalypse going on, I'd rob cemeteries for some carcasses that I would use as zombie bait. If we were in the middle of a zombie apocalypse, we'll look for some carcasses to use as zombie bait. Okay. I apologize. The reason why dogs beg, that is because they need to. Not because they want to, but it's because they need to. The problem with everyone getting the same amount of food, for the same height and same weight, for the same age group, is that we all have different physiological needs. If your physiology kind of requires you to be greedy, you have no choice. Like, if you have a high metabolism, then greed is not an option. You know, back in... You know, in the Stone Age, obesity was never an option. Being overweight was really never an option. The problem with trying to fight greed is that sometimes your physiology kind of requires it. Especially if you have a greater need to eat. Especially if you have several children to nurse. Homework has been completed. And I'm having Susan go onto the monkey bars. They all need sleep. That Sim was really tired. I'm having her do a bit of treadmill challenge. I'm gonna have Christina run to the hills. White man came, he crossed the sea, he brought us pain and misery. He killed our tribes and killed our creed. Many have came. Rolling through coastlines and barren wastes, galloping out on the plains. Murder for freedom, the stab in the back. Cowards attack. Run to the hills. Run for your lives. Run to the hills. Run for your lives. I like to listen to some Iron Maiden sometimes. Can I play with madness? With all that money, I'm gonna buy plenty of books. I'd like to have a variety of books. One and for all. I already have grade school homework, so always go for a variety of books when you go to shop for books in The Sims. The more books you have, if you have a greater variety of books, you should be good. He is the prince of the land of five. That is the truth that is hard to steal. Legend of the Astral Hammer. The unicorn invasion of Dundee. Came out the first lights of dawn, setting their sights on Dundee. Led by the sorcerer Zagothrax, and slaying all people he sees. Came into war with once noble beasts, now corrupted by wizard spells. The unicorns used to be good, but now they are forced to serve hell. Down from the mountains, across the river of Tay, an army of undead unicorns are riding into the fray. Fireballs and lightning are raining from the skies. Chaos and bloodshed, while all the people die. In this epic battle begins a final war. Tragedy will strike this day. Prepare thee for unicorn invasion of Dundee. know many of us don't know this, but this song I was singing is actually sung by Glory Hammer. Fire's blazing really fast across the bloody Red Sea. The galloping riff in heavy metal, it's not just found in traditional heavy metal like Iron Maiden. It's also found in power metal bands too. Like Rhapsody of Fire. Fire's blazing really fast across the bloody Red Sea. She has a demon heart now, demon heart now. She has a demon heart, demon heart, demon heart. She should not lock the open door. Run away, run away, run away. Full moon is on the sky. I'm here on my own anymore. Sanctus Dominus Infinis ad Astra. Sanctus Dominus Infinis ad Astra. Across the galaxy, a new force of evil is rising. Surge of chaos, fight to dethrone the brave king of Dundee. On a path of glory, been searching through this land. On the path of glory, been searching through this land. Some of the power metal songs that feature the galloping riff includes Destiny by Stratovarius. another song that features the... along with Millennium by the same band. Millennium also has the galloping riff. Primo Victoria also has some horse galloping riff. Is it me or is it the computer? Holy driver, you've been down too long in the midnight sea. Oh, what's becoming of me? You're like a rainbow in the dark. When there's lightning, you know it always brings me down. There's no one like you. And some of the songs that feature the galloping riff too. Primo Victoria is not the only. The song "Full Moon" by Sonata Arctica does indeed have the galloping riff. It's not just power metal that has a galloping riff. It's also common to see that riff in thrash metal. The galloping riff becomes pretty extreme in death metal. Like, Hammer Smashed Face is one of the most well-known death metal songs. Yes, it has the galloping riff. Near the beginning, near the beginning of the song, there is a galloping riff in Hammer Smashed Face. One of the most well-known songs to have a galloping riff. Running Blood. Yes, you heard that right. Raining Blood by Slayer. If you're into that thrash metal or death metal scene, you probably heard of Raining Blood. You've probably heard of Raining Blood. The song Titancraft by Iron Savior does have some galloping in it. The song Warrior is a power metal song that has a galloping riff. It's a pretty common heavy metal riff. In the thrash metal scene, one of the songs in the thrash metal scene to feature the galloping riff is Holy Wars, The Punishment Due by Megadeth. It's actually more of a reverse gallop. The song Missing in Action by Avenged Sevenfold, aka Avenged 7X, and I'm having them do a bit of studying. Harvestal. Illuminati, you've come to take control. You can take my heartbeat, but you will break my soul. We are to be free. Illuminati, you'll never take control. Your new world order lead to not at all. We are somebody's out there is watching what I do up in the distance. The galloping riff is common in death metal. Wanna know it's brutal as fuck? Hammer smashed face. one of the most popular death metal songs, by the way. Because has any of y'all listened to Cannibal Corpse before? To some Cannibal Corpse? Because some of the songs... by Cannibal Corpse, they are pretty brutal. Makes me want to go out and kill zombies. I want to go out and... their music makes me want to go out and kill some zombies. As in, pack all the zombies into the pit, then kill every last zombie one by one. If you're gonna go into the mosh pit at a death metal concert, you gotta be really careful. With Cannibal Corpse, their music is so brutal that they're not allowed to perform at Disney World. That's how metal they are. But the irony is, Corpse Grinder goes to Disney World all the time. That's the funny thing. The funny thing is that Corpse Grinder, who is the lead singer with a massive neck... Yes, you heard that right. He's got a massive neck. You've heard that right. He's got a massive neck. You've heard that right. He has a really massive neck. Just like that mugshot of a prisoner that went viral. Trying not to crack some neck jokes. But those jokes are actually really funny. They're actually really funny. Anyways, this should be it for this video. Don't forget to leave a like if you liked this video. Dislike if you disliked it, subscribe for more. Share this with your comrades on social media, and as always, thank you for watching, stay tuned for more, and peace out.